Take a bite out of crime with Adam Fibia Calboontroy, because today we are going to talk about Zootopia and Encanto. Why is today's Disney December review about Zootopia and Encanto, you may ask? Well, it's because I want to prove all the Disney critics and Disney haters wrong by using Zootopia and Encanto to set a very great example as to how it is possible for modern filmmakers of Disney Studios to write a likable, relatable, and flawed but compelling female lead character that should set a really great example for all other current filmmakers that Disney, Pixar, Marvel, or Lucasfilm to follow. Because Zootopia and Encanto prove it is possible for Disney to tell good original stories about flawed, relatable, likable, and compelling female protagonists. When it comes to how Judy Hopps and Mirabel Madrigal were written, directed, and performed. Now in Zootopia, Judy Hopps is a wide-eyed idealist, who believes that anyone can be anything in Zootopia. Since Judy Hopps is a rabbit, you can bet that she has very lucky feet because they helped her catch a runaway weasel when she was the only police officer small enough to fit through the entry hole of Little Rodentia. But Nick Wilde, the street smart fox who knows Zootopia like the back of his paws, shows Judy Hopps that Zootopia isn't all that perfect and it's not all it's cracked up to be. Judy and Nick snuck into the Night Howler's hideout, and they found where all the missing mammals were. Because all the missing mammals who went savage are predator animals, Judy drops the ball. She does a big oopsie when she thinks it's a biological component of the predators that's causing them to revert back to their natural feral state, which really hurts Nick's feelings. He doesn't want to be Judy's partner anymore. And Judy quits and this is the moment when Judy Hopps learns that Zootopia, not only is Zootopia not all it's cracked up to be, but even Judy Hopps herself isn't the perfect moral paragon that she intended herself to be. When Don Bellwether encourages Judy Hopps to become the new face of the Zootopia Police Department, Judy declines and decides to quit the police force because she knows she doesn't deserve to be the new face of the police department for stoking fear into prey animals and predator animals alike and having them argue with each other. Not taking Don Bellwether on her offer to be the new face of the Zootopia Police Department turned out to be the smartest decision Judy ever made because, spoiler alert, Don Bellwether is the evil banana who hatched the whole conspiracy to turn predator animals savage with Night Howlers. Mayor Leodor Lionheart wasn't in on his assistant mayor's evil plan. He was just running damage control by locking up the savage animals to keep everyone else in Zootopia safe. That's what he meant when he said he did the wrong thing for the right reasons.
Mayor Lionheart, you have the right to remain silent.
You don't understand. I was trying to protect the city.
You were just trying to protect your job.
No. Listen, we still don't know why this is happening. It could destroy Zootopia.
And then when Don Bellwether tries to turn Nick Wilde savage, Nick and Judy were both the good cacti who faked her out by replacing her Night Howler ammo with blueberries. and then Judy Hopps enrolls Nick Wilde and then I guess Judy Hopps helps Nick Wilde enroll in the Zootopia Police Academy. And a year or so later, yada yada yada, Nick Wilde becomes Judy Hopps' police partner. And well, you see, the Zootopia Police Department is mainly made up of large and tough animals like bears, bulls, elephants, rhinos, and so on and so forth and what have you. So Judy Hopps and Nick Wilde made history as Zootopia's first couple of not so large animals in the Zootopia Police Department. Now, as for Encanto, well, as far as I know, Encanto, well, I think Mirabel Madrigal kind of like goes through the reverse conflict of Judy Hopps, right? Like there's no, like unlike Zootopia, there wasn't any plot mandated friendship failure cliche in Encanto because the central conflict is the opposite from Mirabel Madrigal. She wants to, that there's unlike Frozen and Encanto's smarter to not wait until the last minute to have a twist villain in it. Like, because that's what Frozen did with Hans. At least with the Don Bellwether, there was some kind of build-up with why and when she asks Judy Hopps to become the new face of the ZPD.
Well, our city is 90% prey, Judy, and right now they're just really scared. You're a hero to them. They trust you. And so that's why Chief Bogo and I want you to be the public face of the ZPD.
If anyone, the closest character that Encanto has to a main antagonist is the abuela, Alma Madrigal. Like Judy Hopps, Mirabel Madrigal is not perfect. She's an interesting, flawed, relatable, and likable character in a way that is similar, but also original to the kind of stories and conflicts that Judy Hopps has to face. Mirabel Madrigal needs to mend. Unlike Judy Hopps, who causes another problem in the story by breaking positive relationships she once had with Nick Wilde and Benjamin Clawhauser. Mirabel Madrigal needs to fix family relationships that were already broken with Isabella, Abuela Alma, and maybe Luisa. But most of all, she needs to get her abuela and the rest of her family to accept Bruno and stop being afraid of his gift to see the future. Sorry, yeah, I think it's basically the correct from Judy like that. Still see his face, right? But yeah, Mirabel. But yeah, like Judy Hopps, Mirabel Madrigal isn't perfect. Not everything comes easy to her, but she still wants to do what she can to overcome the odds, and that's what I like about Judy Hopps and Mirabel Madrigal's characters, and that's why they're the model that current filmmakers of any Disney film studio, Walt Disney Animation Studios, Pixar Animation Studios, Marvel Studios, Lucasfilm, and 20th Century Studios, which used to be 20th Century Fox. Yeah, they can all look up to Zootopia and Encanto for good examples of like how to write a likable, cheerful, optimistic female protagonist who has flaws and can cause problems of her own, but isn't, but is still someone, but is still someone for whom it's easy to root. Go 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 go. Go 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 go. Go 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 go. Thank you for watching this video and listening to my second acapella cover of the Star Wars end credits theme. I had so much fun doing it the first time for the Rescuers that I decided to do it a second time with Zootopia. The Rescuers came out in the same year as the original Star Wars film. Zootopia came out in the same year as Rogue One. Go figure. Although in the case of Zootopia, it's more like it's not Rogue One, a Star Wars story. This is for Judy Nick's case, it's more like Rogue 2, a Zootopia story. Is there a buddy cop pairing who needs to solve the conspiracy of the deeper conspiracy beneath the case of the missing mammals? Every modern filmmaker today, Disney and otherwise, should look on Zootopia and Encanto for how to write a great story about a compelling female lead character who isn't a princess, meaning her movie is not geared mostly towards girls. Zootopia and Encanto are both great examples to follow for writing a relatable female lead character in an exciting story to watch that is very easy to remember their teachings and don't just try to push the message on us in a lazy and ham-fisted way. This video is dedicated to the memory of Tiny Lister, who played Finnick in Zootopia, and Andre Braugher, who played Captain Raymond Holt in Brooklyn Nine-Nine. He's used to acting in police crime dramas like Homicide: Life on the Street and Frequency, but since 1994, he always dreamed of doing comedy someday, which he finally got to do with Brooklyn Nine-Nine. It's very sad that he only got to live 2 years after Brooklyn Nine-Nine ended, but at least Andre Braugher lived long enough to watch Stephanie Beatriz become more popular after Brooklyn Nine-Nine with the movie Encanto and the Peacock streaming series Twisted Metal. I don't know if Andre Braugher had a last wish or a dying request, but because of what he said about police brutality 3 years ago, I believe that out of respect for Andre Braugher's legacy, we should update the genre of cop shows and cop movies to touch upon more the problem with police brutality, or in general, educate and warn us about corrupt police officers who think they're above the law or think they can abuse the law or break the law to hypocritically stop other people from breaking the law. That's a juicy subject that I'd really like to see Zootopia 2 tackle in a nuanced way like the first Zootopia film did, to teach us that while there are plenty of cops in the police force who mean well and have a moral compass to follow, which I know Judy Hopps and Nick Wilde would do, there are very mean cops, a lot of bad apples who ruin the rest of the citizens' trust in the force. I think Zootopia 2 I think an interesting and original premise for Zootopia 2 would be like if a cop who was already there, or just a new recruit who came in after Nick Wilde. You know, I'd like to see Nick Wilde and Judy Hopps take down a main antagonist who is secretly like a corrupt cop who abuses their power and thinks the end justifies the means. thinks that they can break the law to uphold the law. And yeah, the writers and directors of Zootopia are smart. That's the kind of story that they should be telling in Zootopia 2 without ruining the first Zootopia film for us and getting us to like Nick Wilde and Judy Hopps as much as we liked them in the first Zootopia film. Well, that's all I have to say about Zootopia and Encanto. I hope you enjoyed my video. Peace out.
Try